I hate the snow. And to the people who live in a warmer climate and who are like, oh my God, you're so lucky to have snow. Like, it's so magical, it's so romantic, it's so beautiful. Consider this, it's cold. You have to start your car like 15 minutes before you have to go to work. So you have to get up 15 minutes earlier so that it has the time to warm up. It's slippery. You have to always be dressed up really warmly to go outside. You can't just go out to put the trash and just like put a bunch of slippers on. You have to find a place to put it because you have to park your car somewhere. You have to, snow management. Have you considered that? People who live in a snowy climate will understand. Also, I'm on my lunch break right now. So I'm just hanging out outside with my dog. I've come to multiple realizations recently. First one is that I don't like writing at night. Like after my full day of work, I don't like coming back home and like walking my dog, doing the dishes, cooking for myself, everything that comes after work. I don't like doing that and then having to write. I don't like doing it. I'm tired. I just want to go to bed after all of that. And I do have time at work where nothing is really happening and where I can technically take small bits of time to write. So I think I prefer actually doing that, even though I will get interrupted. Like I can't really get in the flow of things. Like maybe I'll get 15 minutes, 30 if I'm really lucky of like uninterrupted writing time. But you know what? I'll take it. I'd rather have that than finishing my whole nightly routine and then having to come home and like, it's dark. It's dark at 5 p.m. I don't want to write anymore. I'm done. I'm done with my day. So I think I'm mostly going to try to write at work because I'm really lucky. I have a job where there is moments where nothing is happening. If I don't have a project, if nobody requires assistance, I can, work on my own stuff. So that's nice. My second realization is that I do not have a choice but to finish this short story. I don't have a choice anymore. I don't have a choice. I have to finish it. And I think before I never really had this deadline in my brain because I was always like, well, it is an option not to finish it. It's okay. I'll give myself grace. Not this time. I'll give myself grace on how long it takes me to finish this project, sure, but if I can't finish it, then I can't finish anything. It's like if I can't finish this, then I can't finish a book, I can't finish a short story, I can't finish any writing project, so why am I even trying? So I don't have a choice but to finish this project. I don't have a choice. Because if I don't, then it's game over, and I cannot accept that it will be game over. So I have to finish this project. I have to. I don't have a choice. It is still cold and the snow is still falling. So I think actually it's time for me to go back to work. Olivier, come here. Hi, love. What you doing? No. If there are no more winter haters, I'm dead. Winter's here to stay, so I need to get over it. So yeah, I've realized that I am in the dip right now. So I'm in the point in the project where I don't want to keep going. I want to stop. I don't want to keep going. I'm done. I'm not done. I will keep working on this until I finish it because, again, I don't have a choice. I don't have a choice because if I quit again, this is my final straw, basically. If I quit writing, then I'm done. I'm done with not writing, but I'm done with the goal of writing with the intent to publish. But that's not an option because I'm not willing to let go of this. I'm not willing to let go of writing. I'm not willing to let go of my dreams. And so I do not have a choice. The only option is to succeed, and I will. So that's decided. And also I think realizing that I'm in the dip really helps. It's making me realize that the way that I feel is normal. It's a natural part of the creative process. Just because I have never gotten over it before doesn't mean that I can't now. Now I will. And I am. I'm still writing. The fact that I'm still writing is proof that I have not failed. By the way, oh my god, I'm Gabby. I write about zombies. Right now I'm writing a short story about two cosplayers who are stuck in Comic-Con when a zombie outbreak happens. I'm at a point in my story where there's starting to be a little bit of romance. The two women are like sneaking around trying to get to their favorite celebrity to save him. And as they're sneaking around, they're like hiding behind a curtain and they're like really close, like breathing on each other's neck. So I'm adding a little bit of romantic tension there, which is not something I usually write. Usually I basically skip the romance. I'm sorry to people who love romance. I don't. Like, I don't love romance. I don't dislike it. I'll love a romantic subplot as much as the next gal, but I don't read romance. I don't read romantasy. All of these things are fine. It's just they're not my type of books. But I am writing it in my short story because it makes sense. It makes sense. The way that things are happening, it makes sense. And I was always planning for the two main characters to like kind of end up together, but I didn't plan on adding romantic tension like throughout. I just wanted it to be like a meet cute, and then at the end it's like, oh, should we like go on a date? You know, like I wanted it to be just the meeting. Like as I'm writing it, I'm like, yeah, there kind of needs to be something there. They kind of have to feel a connection so that at the end they can go on a date, I guess, and date. So yeah, I'm adding some tension there. Very romantic. That's my update for today. I have written today, so that's done. I've written at work. You know what? Now that I've decided that I am writing at work when I have time and not in the evening when I'm at home is really a weight off my shoulders. And now I feel a little bit more free to do anything else that I want with my evenings. So that's nice. That's liberating. Because in the last week, I was telling myself like, okay, I need to write. Tonight, I need to write. That's the only thing I can do. But then I would procrastinate writing by doing nothing because I didn't want to reward myself with like watching a movie because I was like, I can't start a movie. I need to write. And so I would just like be on YouTube for 2 hours instead of writing. Anyway, writing in the evening when it's so dark out, really depressing to me. This year I had the goal to watch 100 movies. So that's probably what I'm gonna do tonight. Watch 100 movies? No, watch one movie to get closer to my goal. That's a goal that I don't want to fail. Watch 100 movies. Sure, I could put that aside and try to write more, but I gave myself this goal of watching 100 movies. I'm gonna complete the goal. I don't want to abandon another goal. I can't fail too many things this year. And I've already failed one thing because I told myself I would finish my horror comic that I'm working on. As you can see, I have a lot of projects. Some would say too many, and they'd be right. But yeah, I have not completed my comic, and it's November, and I'm not close to finishing it, so... But that is okay, because I have a lot of other things going on in my life. I sell at artist alleys, and I do like Comic-Cons and little local markets and stuff like that. I don't do a lot of them, but I still have to prep for them. So I was putting the priority on other projects that could sell at artist alleys. And the comic is just something that is so big that I couldn't have it fast enough for these artist alleys. So it's something that I pushed to the side, which is a little bit sad, but you know, that's just life. Sometimes it doesn't go the way that you plan. I do try to give myself grace for a lot of these like failures. Writing is another thing though. I just need to finish it. I haven't failed because I didn't give myself the goal to... Anyway, you know what? This is fine. I'm losing my mind a little bit. I'm crashing out. In any case, I want to complete my goal of watching 100 movies this year, so that's probably what I'm gonna do tonight. I will relax and watch a movie and maybe draw on my tablet a little bit. At the start of December, I have another artist market coming up, and I would like to work on some new stuff to sell, maybe a little tiny zine. I'd love to paint and sell some original paintings. I don't know if I'll have time because once again, my priority this month is writing. But yeah, I am excited for this year to end. And also, I will be 30 at the end of the year. And I'm a big fan of like starting a new year, starting a new chapter. Like that is where a lot of my motivation comes from. Like starting a new month, a new bullet journal spread, starting a new job, starting a new, like I get a lot of motivation from like starting, and I need to trick my brain into like thinking that a lot of the things that I do is like me starting something new, I'm going to be 30 by the end of the year. So next year is going to start and I'm going to be entering a new decade of my life, which I'm really excited for. I think my 20s were like me experimenting, me getting better at my multiple crafts, me getting more independent, me getting to know myself. And now I'm going to be 30 and I feel like I'm ready. Ready for what? I don't know, but I'm ready. I know myself. I have the skill to achieve my goals. I'm really looking forward to being 30. So yeah, I think that's it for tonight. That's the chat. That's the crash out. Let me know actually if you have any tricks about how to get over the dip. Like when you guys feel like abandoning a project, how do you get over that? Because I need all the help that I can get. Hi, it's another day. I'm babysitting a cat. This is not my cat. I just wanted to do a little book haul because I got some books in the mail. Okay, so the first one is Shadows of Self by Brandon Sanderson. It's the second book in the series of Wax and Wayne books, which is like the series that follows the Mistborn trilogy, which this one I'm going to read with a friend in December, so I had to order the next book in the series. Brandon Sanderson is a crazy author, by the way. What do you mean he writes like 10 books a year? Actually, he's an alien. I don't know. Also, everybody who wants to be a writer should really listen to his lectures on how to write sci-fi and fantasy. They're really good. The older version is better than the most recent one. I think he did one in 2019 and one in 2025 or 2024 maybe. The older one is better. It's so helpful. It's so good. Even if you don't write sci-fi and fantasy, it's still a really good lecture to take. I mean, he's a really prolific author. Anything he has to say, I think, is really good for most authors. So go listen to that. Okay, second book, Of Monsters and Mainframes by Barbara Truelove, which I'm not too sure exactly what it's about or the reviews or anything. I just really love when novels mix genres. And this one seems like it's very monster supernatural, but with sci-fi, and it's like on a spaceship and there's Dracula. I don't know. That's 100% my vibe. I love that. And the cover is gorgeous. So, oh, you're such a sweetie. Hi, Diddles. Hi. Okay, last book. A little novella. It lasts forever and then it's over. And from what I understand, it's like a zombie that is traveling for a long time and it has a crow in its chest. Sometimes I add things to my TBR and I'm like, oh, this is zombies, right? And that's all I know about it. And even then, it never says the word zombies. It just says, like, she's alive in the afterlife, undead narrator, zombies, but maybe another type of zombie story is not like a survival story. So I really appreciate that. I'll take any chance I can to read a zombie book that is not about, like, the lone male survivor that ends up dating a nurse. Very common, by the way. Ex-military man who ends up dating a nurse is, like, crazy. In the zombie apocalypse novel world, that happens way more often than you think. It's crazy. So yeah, these are the books that I got in the mail recently. and that I am going to read one day. The Brandon Sanderson one I will read in December. The others, we will see when I'll read the other ones, because I am a mood reader, so it'll happen when it happens, you know? Yeah, I think this is the end of the video, actually. So thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you would like to have a video maybe more about like books, not necessarily about writing, but just about like reading. I'm not going to become a booktube channel, but I would enjoy talking about the stories that I consume. So yeah, let me know if that's something that interests you. Well, it was already in my plans to make a video about zombie stories that I really enjoyed, like my favorite zombie books. So let me know if that's something you'd be interested in. I know that zombies are not for everyone, and that's fine. I know that I'm gonna alienate some people, and I know that my niche is very niche. But I like zombies. It's who I am. I can't change that about me. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want a video about a certain subject from me, or if you have any questions. I don't know. Thank you. Subscribe? Maybe. You don't have to. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Okay.